How much can I do in Magic Kingdom in 3 hours without using lightning lanes? Let's find out. Hello, Mayhem Fam. It's been a while since we've done a challenge, so I've got a little baby one to do here at Magic Kingdom today. I'm gonna see how many attractions I can do in 3 hours without using any kind of lightning lanes. My secret to success? I'm here on a party day, which even though it's less than a week till Christmas, historically these days are very, very low. One of my favorite times to visit this park, so we're gonna use those low wait times to our advantage. And for the record, I'm not gonna just do like C-ticket attractions. I'm gonna try to get some bangers in here as well. So let's put 3 hours on the clock and get to the rides. All right, here we go into the park, which you can already see is not busy at all. The literal parade just happened. No one's on Main Street. The Main Street vehicles are running, which they normally only run in the mornings because it gets too crowded for them on Main Street. If you remember from our Every Disney World Ride in 24 Hours challenge, that was a huge point of issue because we had to try and catch them before it was too late. But that should be your first clue that it is not busy at all here in the Magic Kingdom. And again, it's less than a week to Christmas. Walking down a very uncrowded Main Street. Let's do a wait time check and also help me decide which way I'm gonna go first to start this thing. Astro Orbiter 15, Barnstormer 5, Big Thunder 15, Buzz 5, Dumbo 5, Enchanted Tales 10, Mansion 30, longest line I've seen so far, Jungle 30, all the characters are 15, 10, 20, pretty low. Peter Pan's Flight 45 minutes. Pirates 5, I know where we're going. Mine Train 55, it's been down for the majority of the day. I've been watching this all day, but still under an hour there is amazing. 5 at Space. The virtual queue is still open at Tiana's, which it's 2:45. So it's been open for an hour and 45 minutes and still open. Tron 90 minutes. It was also closed for the majority of the day, so it just reopened. But yeah, everything with the exception of the 2 fancy rides is like 30 minutes or less. I've decided to start in Adventureland with my favorite ride since it's a walk-on, but I just noticed something very important, and that's that they added Shaky Jamaica to the menu at Sunshine Tree Terrace, and also no, they have mobile order, which means that's another spot you can mobile order a delicious Shaky Jamaica when you're in the park, which is, I think, probably the most important piece of information you're gonna get out of this video. I stepped foot in my first queue, so we are starting the 3-hour clock, which is gonna end just a few minutes before the park closes. It's a Mickey's Very Merry Christmas party tonight, which means the park closes for regular day guests at 6. So I've got till 5:50 to see how much I can do. Pirates of the Caribbean, again, my favorite ride in all of Walt Disney World, an icon, a classic, opened up here in 1973. Not an original attraction to the park because they thought, this is Florida, people don't want to see pirates. But guests had seen it on The Wonderful World of Disney, they'd heard about it from Disneyland, and they demanded it. So 2 years later, we got our very own Pirates here. And as many of you know, she's a classic, she's an icon, she's a pillar of Disney attractions. No height requirement family boat ride. Still a little thrilling though. I just adore it. I love the music. I love all the history. And I love that it's a walk-on right now.
Daily Show. Give her a broadside.
Pirates of the Caribbean, banger as always. And now I'm gonna go do Big Thunder Mountain Railroad since that one didn't have too long of a line either. Want to point out that at 3 o'clock, Tiana's Bayou Adventure still open for that virtual queue, which is nutso. I'm not gonna join though. As much as I do genuinely enjoy that attraction, one, the virtual queue, you never know how long that's gonna take, and we are in a numbers game right now. So even if it takes, 30 or so minutes, that's still, a sixth of my time. But also, I don't want to get wet, most importantly. All right, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad posted 20-minute wait, which is not too bad. This one tends to move pretty quick too. This one has a 40-inch height requirement, and it's that runaway train roller coaster. This one's really nostalgic for me. All the rides I'm doing today so far, so all 2 of them, are really nostalgic ones that I remember doing very regularly as a kid. So that's kind of fun. What's fun about days like this is I'm going through the regular queue when most often at Magic Kingdom, if I'm doing a bunch of rides, I'm doing fake Genie, Feeny plus multipass, because I just find lines not something I want to do. And often I'm here doing videos on, multipass, showing you guys multipass and such. But when the lines aren't too long, you get to go through the full queue, which means you get to look for fun Easter eggs and details, like that nice portrait of the prospector there, who's actually Tony Baxter, the lead Imagineer on this ride. I like this too, on this explosive instructions. They were manufactured by Boom Boom and Boom Dynamite Co., the last name in explosives. Hilarious. And the dynamite themselves is by the brand Light 'em and Hide. Hilarious. We love a pun. I love that ride so much, and it was especially fun this time because the woman in front of me kept giggling, which made me giggle harder, which then I think in turn made her giggle harder. And then behind me were two full-grown men squished into one together, and they were laughing hysterically. And it was just a good ride. The vibes high on Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. This does close early January 2025, and it's expected to be down for a year for a refurbishment, which bums me out. That's probably my last ride on Big Thunder for a long time, and I love that attraction and I cherish it very much. So we'll see what happens with the refurbishment, but glad I got to ride it. And I think we're gonna go see those 999 Happy Haunts now. I think the wait time dropped. Let's double check. Okay, 15 now listed at Big Thunder, which is exactly what it took me. And let's go down to Haunted Mansion. Haunted Mansion 15. We love to see it. Let's go do that. Jingle Cruise is down to 25. Getting through the characters. Peter Pan's 30, which is wild. Mine Train's 30. Maybe I should go do Mine Train. No, I'm going to do Mansion and we'll see Mine Train. Space is 10. The virtual queue for Tiana's still open at almost 3:30. Tron, really long, 135 minutes. That's it. That's our white whale. I don't know if we're going to do Tron today at that kind of wait time, but just saying. Everything else is like nothing. If you ever see a box on the ground at a tape in Walt Disney World, step in it. Thank you. Oh, cast members are just the best. And that one family was messing with them, and it was tickling me. We're doing a challenge, but we're not going to enjoy the cast members. That would be wild. All right, we have made it to Haunted Mansion. Excited to visit those 999 Happy Haunts. 15-minute wait time. You'll love to see it. Haunted Mansion, possibly the most popular and iconic Disney attraction in the world. I'll stand 10 toes on that. And I'm particularly excited to ride it because I recently got off the Disney's Treasure, and actually when you're watching this, might be on it again. Time is soup. And they have the Haunted Mansion Parlor, which is full of all kinds of details and Easter eggs and nods to the mansion. So I'm excited to ride it, having gotten off, and see what I can observe to bring back to the next visit there. It's super, super cool.
To the Haunted Mansion. I am your host, your ghost host, which offers you this chilling challenge to find a way out. Actually, we have 999 happy haunts.
Wherever you dwell, give us a hint by ringing a bell.
Here comes the bride.
Goes creaking the tombstones quake.
I'm Phineas. You took my head. Mansion check. It took 6 minutes to get from entering the queue into the stretch room, which is incredible, and less than the 15 advertised, so we love that. And I just crossed the hour threshold, meaning I've got 2 hours left, but in that first hour, I did 3 absolute iconic winners of attractions here at Magic Kingdom, so we're off to a great start. All right, let's see what Fantasyland feels like. Peter Pan's Flight might not be a terrible choice, although I can see the queue from out here, so that's maybe not what I'm gonna do. It's a Small World to walk on, but it's kind of a longer attraction. Peter Pan's Flight, 45 minutes, which is very low for Peter Pan's Flight, but a little longer than I'm feeling for this particular juncture. Also, I should note that it is now almost 4 o'clock, which means the party guests can get in. So we may see a little bit of a jump in wait time as people that are coming in for the party start to get in the lines, but we'll keep track. The app said Mini Adventures of Winnie the Pooh only had a 10-minute wait, so I'm headed there. I low-key love the Mini Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. I think it's so cute. I love those characters. And I think the technology of using the honey pot to hop and float is so cute, so fun. Don't tell Max. He has strong feelings about this attraction. We are doing a Walt Disney World tier list where the three of us live on stream at some point in 2025 are going to rank every Disney World attraction. And I think it's going to get contentious with Pooh. Posted 10-minute wait. You love to see it. Also, I think this is one of the best interactive queues Disney's ever built, because right here off to the side you have Rabbit's Garden, where kids can play and make noise and be entertained by all these cute little activities while the parents stand in the line over here, and then the kids can just join them once they move up ahead. My favorite of the little things is that Rabbit has signs that he doesn't want gophers in his garden, but if you step on these certain stones, it'll trigger the gophers to pop up and be like, hey, look over here. And they're just like silly little guys. But also as an adult, I understand Rabbit's concerns of people ruining his home at any given turn.
We traded places last week.
If you ask me, you'll never reach that tree.
Hold tightly, Roo.
Look, Mama, look!
Alston practicing so unheard of, and she made a cigarette by mistake. I would just have time to tell you about my uncle.
Something makes you feel just great, doesn't it?
Winnie the Pooh is so cute, and I was quite surprised to see the Japanese-style Tigger headwear in the gift shop. Normally we don't get such things, but those big hats are very popular in Japan, so that's kind of cool. And now I'm headed into New Fantasyland, although it's not new, it's been open since 2012. And I am not going to do Mine Train, even though it's only 45 minutes, which again, very, very low for this attraction. But I'm going to go do Under the Sea, Journey of the Little Mermaid, Old Ötztaum, as so many of us colloquially call it, because it has a 5-minute wait. And despite my fear of Ursula, I do think that's a very cute ride. And then I think I'll move into Tomorrowland. We're about halfway through this little challenge, not quite. And we've really been having a great day, I think. Utz is a classic Disney dark ride. It's an omni-mover, and it takes you through the story of The Little Mermaid. And again, Ursula is my childhood sleep demon. I am so scared of her. But I love a classic Disney dark ride that takes you through a story, and the animatronics are cute, the music's fun. It's a nice time, despite the giant Ursula. Now, this attraction is normally not too long of a wait. I always call it a really good filler ride, which is how I describe attractions that are good to do in between your heavy hitters and your lightning lanes on a normally busy day. Also, fun Easter egg alert. This attraction partially sits where 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea originally sat. So if you look in this rockwork right here, you can actually see the Nautilus carved out right there. Just a little fun detail to look for. If you like that kind of fun detail, we've got many a video in our Secret series, which is one of my favorite video series we've ever done, and we'll continue to do. I'll think of some more secrets for next year. But it's all the little details and Imagineering magic that make these places so immersive. We've got them for all the Disney World parks, Disneyland, Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Universal, all kinds of stuff. Plus, if you go through the standby line here, which is usually what I recommend, you get to see Scuttle, and he's really cute.
She's a soft kill trap. Yeah, boy, you gotta get her out of there. She's stuck. Yeah, it's okay. They got a system.
I feel like Scuttle doesn't get enough love as a very delightful character, but I always enjoyed him even as a child.
I'll just tell you how it ends. No, wait.
I wanna see him dancing, walking around on those. What do you?
Young big pig.
Under the sea. Under the sea. Nobody can stop me. We got the spirit. You got to hear it. Under the sea.
Poor child. We told her that Ursula would have
It's not going to be.
I wanna kiss
Kid you not, the ride had a delay, like a brief stop, which often happens on Omnimover rides because since the vehicles are ever moving, like Little Mermaid, like Haunted Mansion, if there's someone that maybe needs a little assistance to get in the vehicles, they'll slow them down or stop them. They did it right in the Ursula scene. It was very unsettling. But anyway, did that. That was a total walk-on. And now I was thinking about going into Tomorrowland, but I just saw on the app that Peter Pan's dropped to a 15-minute wait. So we're gonna backtrack just a bit, because when you see 15 minutes at Peter Pan's flight, man, you take advantage of it. And then we'll see about Tomorrowland. Isn't this just wild, though? It is less than a week to Christmas, which Christmas week is historically one of the busiest, if not the busiest weeks of the year. It's like Christmas week, the week after, and New Year's. Very, very, very busy. But because it's a party day, Peter Pan's flight has a 15-minute wait. I know party season's over for 2024, but I also was thinking a lot of you might be doing your planning and thinking about when you want to come in 2025. And a lot of people don't want to come to Magic Kingdom on party days because I get it. You don't get a full day in the park. You don't get happily ever after the fireworks show. But you get 15 minutes on Peter Pan's flight, not having to worry about lightning lanes. So maybe worth a visit if you want a slightly less difficult Magic Kingdom day to come to the park. And then if you have Hopper, go somewhere else or go to a resort for dinner or Disney Springs or something after. Peter Pan's flight, such an icon. Opened up 2 days after Magic Kingdom, and it's maintained its incredible popularity ever since. It's very rarely under an hour. So the fact that it's 15 minutes right now is pretty unbelievable. And this is another really cute queue taking you through the Darlings house. And I rarely see it because, frankly, I'm not waiting 80 minutes to ride Peter Pan's flight. But you know what I get to do since I'm in the queue? Poor Nana. Poor Nana. Poor father. The nursery details are so cute. You've got the swords that John and Michael fight with in the opening scenes. You can see John's hat and umbrella hanging there. Plus there's some interactive features, like these shadowy butterflies. Also the blocks say Peter Pan. There he is. He's looking. Well, there's his shadow. There's me. And in a ridiculous twist of fate, I just took a shot of this suitcase here on Wendy's bed, and she has a sticker for the White Star Line. It's first class, though, so she wouldn't have sank. But, that is a thing I didn't know was here. You get it. You get it. That's White Star Line property! Tinkerbell just showed up as well, and she made things move about, and then now she's trapped in the drawer, which also happens in the movie, which is a real bummer for her. And then on Wendy's mirror, she has some sketches of places you see in Neverland, like the pirate ship and Tiger Lily's village and such.
Off to Neverland!
Peter Pan's flight ended up being like a 20-minute wait, not 15, but still, for Peter Pan's flight, that's a wonderful wait time. Now, I have a little bit less than an hour left on the clock, 47 minutes to be exact, and I think I can do 2 or 3 more rides depending on what I choose. Obviously, if I chose like Speedway, Teacups, Barnstorm, like I could power through a bunch of things, but I'm gonna keep my promise of trying to do popular rides. And let's see. The wait times have gone up a little bit now that the party guests are here. For example, Thunder is now 25, so is Buzz. Mansion's 25, Jingle Cruise 35. Most of the characters are around 15. Peter Pan's flight now posted at 30. Mine Train's still 45, which is still good. Space Mountain at 25, and Tron at 80. Okay, I'm headed into Tomorrowland, where I think I'm gonna do People Mover, which is maybe not the most popular ride, but if you get it, you get it. It's a banger. It's a Mam Fam fave for sure. And then either Space or Buzz, or maybe all 3 if I move fast enough. And of course, by me move fast enough, I mean the lines. I'm pretty quick. I'm feeling drawn to Space Mountain, perhaps because I'm wearing a Space Mountain t-shirt, perhaps because it's been a minute since I've ridden Space Mountain, perhaps because it's one of my favorite Disney World rides. Either way, that's where we're headed next. Space Mountain has a 44-inch height requirement, 4'4", and it is that classic Disney dark roller coaster through the cosmos, through space, and I love it so much. I know some people don't love it because it's like a chiropractic back adjustment, somewhat akin to, but not quite as harsh as the Matterhorn in Disneyland, but for me, feels like childhood. Space Mountain, check. Posted 25-minute wait. It's now up to 30. It was only like 18 for me to get in the rocket, but that's partly because of the secret single rider line. Not a lot of people realize that when you get up to the cast members before they divide you on the Alpha or Omega track, tell them you're a single rider if you are, or if you want to be, and they will send you in a different direction. They'll send you like around a bunch of people to fill in on the rockets, and it's always much faster. So that was great. Also, I noticed a really cool Easter egg I never had before. When you're going up before you start the ride, like in your first launch, and you can see the spaceman and the space shuttle and stuff, the design of the spaceship is H-NCH, which is definitely an Easter egg and a nod to John Hench, the architect and Imagineer who designed Space Mountain. Am I pointing at it? The architecture of it, as well as the castle. So that's really cool. You're not allowed to film on Space Mountain anymore, so I didn't film it, obviously. And that's also why whenever we show Space Mountain, the footage is previously recorded. But I'm going to go through old footage and see if I can find it. All right, according to my timer, I have 13 minutes left, which means one more ride. As you can see, it's getting a little busier with the party guests, and there's actually a little bit of a queue at People Mover, it looks like. So we're going to do People Mover, and then that'll probably be the end of this fantastical day. The Tomorrowland Transit Authority People Mover is your highway in the sky. It's just a nice leisurely ride around Tomorrowland on the second story here. You get to go into Space Mountain. Ooh, maybe I can film that Easter egg from there. I don't know if I'll get a good angle on it. You get to see Tron lit up if you ride it at night. You get some fun views of the castle. It is just the utmost luxuriating attraction, maybe in all of Walt Disney World. Living with the Land probably gives it a good run for its money. But while I'm in line here, let's take a final wait time check. It's 5:40, so the park officially closes in 21 minutes. 20 minutes on Thunder, 25 still on Buzz, 25 on Mansion, 30 at Jingle Cruise. All the characters are done for the most part. 30 at Peter Pan, 25 at Pirates, 45 still at Mine Train, 50 at Space. I rode that at a perfect time. And 75 at Tron, which is far better than when it was like 130 earlier today.
Lots to see, from spacecraft to monster.
For your safety, if you have wings, jetpacks, or gravity polarizers, please do not take flight while on board.
That was an Easter egg. She said if you have wings, jetpacks, do not bring them on board, but if you have wings, it's an extinct attraction from this land.
Don't worry, your express train keeps on rolling through the future, right by two of my favorite spots. I wonder if that means there's a tiny ORAC.
Flight to the moon. Thank you.
My fellow sentient life forms, our People Mover journey has nearly come full orbit.
Okay, update. I could not see the Space Mountain Easter egg on there, but I promise when you're looking at the rocket, like when you're going up, the big rocket in the middle, it's called the X1, and then part of it's got H-NCH. Very cool Easter egg. And at one point I heard an audible Easter egg on People Mover I don't think I'd heard before, which I pointed out. So lots of Easter egg finding today, which delights me because I've shared hundreds of secrets in this park, and I know hundreds of details and secrets in this park. And then it's fun that I'm still finding them. So that brings me a lot of joy. Hopefully this video brought you a lot of joy. And it also makes me very happy to say that we did 8 really fun, awesome, popular attractions in Magic Kingdom in 3 hours. My timer went off as I was on People Mover. Technically there's 5-ish minutes of park time left, so I could jump in line for something else. But within my 3-hour limit I gave myself, 8 bangers. Pirates of the Caribbean, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, Haunted Mansion, Peter Pan's Flight, The Mini Adventures of Winnie the Sea, Utzdolm, Space Mountain, and the Tomorrowland Transit Authority People Mover. That says a lot about why I enjoy coming to Magic Kingdom so much on party nights. Let me know what your favorite attraction is in the Magic Kingdom down below. Let us know what kind of Walt Disney World and beyond content you want to see in 2025. We've got some really fun stuff we're working on already. We've got a lot more travel content as well as local content. It's going to be great. But let us know what you want to see. And in the meantime, friends, make sure to rate, review, subscribe to our socials. Come hang out with the Man Fam and Discord. Check out our Patreon if you haven't already. And until next time, friends, I'm Molly, and it has been so magical. Good night.